Hey people, Injured here 3v3, Angstrom Heights blue team. ChunkyCoates is a Warboss, a melee hero that can walk through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. Alongside here Dragonis, the Lord Commissar, strong offense and support, fights in melee combat, begins with a refractor shield, and alongside, rounding off the blue team, Andreva with a force commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. Red team, oLev is a Hive Tyrant, very durable hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, powerful support and disruption, fights in melee combat by default. I shall call it Enrique. And rounding us off, two Farseers. First up is Venjitron. I believe this is the oLev DLC recolored blue and gold, looking pretty cool. And rounding us off, Legion with another oLev Farseer. These ladies are support, fight in melee combat, some powerful buffs and some debuffs too, with some control abilities thrown in. Chasing down this Warboss, who's finding some poor dire Avengers. Here's some Banshees though. The stomp is going to come out. There it is. Waited a bit too long to try and dodge it, but I guess who cares. Warboss has fled. Might have been able to get a kill if they dodged the stomp and then got back in with perfect timing there. Little things like that add up. Farseer is now chasing down some guards. Oh, it's the Catachun's elite scheme, I think. Bandanas for everyone. Enrique goes mid, spots some tactical marines to tie up, his favourite thing to do in the opening engagements. Meanwhile, force commanders tearing through some termagants. Don't have their toxin sacks yet. We have triple termagants though for oLev. Sentinel's getting some repairs and firing out the wildly inaccurate looking multi-laser it has. Look at that. What are you shooting at, fella? Our Avengers are, I mean, they're dropping health, doing something. Force One has done a fantastic job here. Still in the field, now retreats. Tied up so much stuff, got so many termagant models. How much XP does he have? Look at that, over half a bar in the first fight. Did very well. oLev's Hive Tyrant though, Enrique is still here. Special attack with some domino knockback. Decent stop there from the Sentinel. That was good play from Dragonis, did not panic. Kept the Sentinel in there for the stomp, and the Guardsmen do get out of it. And some more Guardsmen take their place to repair. Here comes the Farseer though, with a special attack against the Sentinel. It did knock over some Guardsmen. I'm surprised she's trying to take the Sentinel down. I think she does like 30 odd DPS melee. Should have been in on the Guardsman there, I think. Might go down. Nope, she'll be alright. And there is a Guardian weapon team for Venjitron with a Shuriken Cannon. Double Tactical Marines for Andreva. This is a cool scheme. We got some weird Orky generators. And, oh, no generators over there for the red team. Have also natural powers in the south and the west towards the corner. And some contested wreck points. Always love a contested wreck point. We've got some big shooters. There's all the Daka. There's a good heal though. Yeah, that really screwed those sluggers, that heal going off. You gotta keep an eye on what war gear the enemy hero has, because it's not always obvious. You gotta just select them to see what they have, because those sluggers got torn up. Did they have burners? I don't think they had burners, so it's not the biggest loss ever, but it's leading to rather a power bash now. I hear a Banshee whale, must have been these guys, or the war shout as it's called. Sentinel gets a flank on the Guardian weapon team. Is he going to stomp them? Nope, just menacingly looms over them. The Shuriken doesn't seem too bothered. Oh, there we go. A spotter shell came in and gets rid of him. Double tax, huddled behind heavy cover. Getting rid of triple termagants, as you do. Farseer, any war gear for you ladies yet, apart from the stones? Nope. Force Commander's got nothing. Commissar's got nothing. Warboss, though, with some spiky armor. I'm pretty sure it was already reasonably spiky. Maybe the spikes are on the inside. He's pretty mental. That wreck point is flicked over to +7. These guys not super interested in decapping it right now. Some kind of shooter boy meeting going on. We have fully upgraded scouts with shotguns and a sergeant. Cheeky grenade maybe? Oh, they thought about it. But keep it in their pocket or wherever you keep a grenade, on your belt or something. Here comes Enrique. Got some stuff, Psychic Scream and Extended Carapace for the Hive Tyrant charge. If you thought a 9-foot alien was scary, here's one charging at you. Knocking over the poor scouts. Wow, that was a really long charge. Nicely aimed there by oLev. Got a warrior brood up now. And they're not doing anything. Fantastic. They have power melee weapons. I swear they can fight. Here we go. They also add a detector and they grant a synapse. In case the Hive Tyrant is not around, they can specialize that synapse in tier 2 for melee units. Banshees might be getting into a whole bunch of lads gonna fire, but there's a shuriken to suppress. Classic Eldar play. Suppress things with your shuriken, send in scary power melee ladies. And the Lord Commissar is learning all about the power swords. Down he goes. What do Eldar call their power swords? They must have a fancy Eldar name for them. Or Eldari, or whatever they're called these days. Going in on some gens for a bash. Looks like the Ork did decap. And had a little bash over there. Not sure if they got any of the generators, but they certainly hit that node. There's a brood nest going up from Enrique. That's one of his global abilities of the Hive Tyrant. Smacking up the Force Commander here, who got oh, he didn't chain those crippling poisons one after the other. I think he used them both at the same time, which is not the way to use them. And to maximize the amount of time that the Force Commander's slowed down. Uh-oh, Hive Tyrant bites the dust. I think that was a lasgun shot, maybe that finished him off. Poor Enrique, he's twitching now. Might be able to get a friendly neighborhood Farseer to revive him though. Don't think this is a good engagement for Venjitron. Banshee taking a lot of damage. Grenade goes on the Dire Avengers. Yeah, a little bit of a lethargic approach. The Banshees did escape. Stomp on the Farseers. Still here is Venjitron. Termagants get forced off. A decent grenade. Dire Avengers are still here. Those tactical marines should have gone into melee way sooner. Like, as soon as the Dire Avengers and the Banshees got forced off, they should have gone in to melee on those guys, I think. If they're going to grenade you, they're going to grenade themselves. If you melee them. Here comes a Death Dread for ChunkyCoates, or Coates, whatever it is. Tier 2 all round. More power harassed by the Eldar down here, doing a good job so far as Legion. Special attack now. Daka. What more could you want? She runs off though. There's some blob cap in here. Don't think that's in the codex, fellas. Spread out and cap, brother, is what it says. Guardian Weapon team are suppressing the hell out of this Fast Commander. He's going around the wall. Did I call him a Fast Commander? That's probably what the Eldar shouted at him. Make him angry. Why don't you get your shield? That's a cool piece of war gear you don't see very often. He can get a big old shield, this fella. Maybe they should give the shield a power sword. That'd be cool. They'll never do it because of balance. Why don't they just do cool things? Like power swords and shields. Just increase its price or something. There's the Death Dread. Got his burners in bits. It's not made clear what the bits are, but they give it 300 more hit points. So some strong orky bits going on. Is these double Banshees for Legion? It is. You crazy bastard. He's got aspect of strength on both, but they don't have direct arcs yet. They're trying to get them. But even so, do you really want to fight this thing in melee with Banshees? Setting things on fire and hitting you with a saw at the same time. And these pincers. It's just a mean looking thing. Might not be statistically the most powerful unit in the game, but it's one of the... Well, I don't want to fight that thing at all. Put me in power armor. I'm still walking away from a Death Dread. Sentinel missiles and that. Frag missiles for all those little termagants. That's a big old blob of termagants. Do we see any... No ranged synapse from a Venom Brood or something? We do have Barb Strangler Warrior Brood, fellas. What are they doing? Shoot. There we go. Top dropped in. Good pressure here. I guess oLev was revived by the Farseer, maybe? Did you do it, Venjitron? Maybe they use Spirit Stones or something. Both of these Farseers with Rune Armor and Spirit Stones, by the way. Brood Nest allowing all these guys to reinforce. Also gives you a little bit of health regen. That's those green hexagons you're seeing. Librarian runs off. Maybe get your Force Staff out for the barrier thing, buddy. Oh hey, suddenly you're Death Dread. Remember what I was saying about them being scary? Look at everyone flee. Maybe target the warriors. Oh, found some isolated Dire Avengers. Boom! That guy died so hard. Sentinel. Oh, set up with... this spotter shell actually knocked them all away from the missile barrage. There's that electroshock grubs, which sounds disgusting and does a good job on the Sentinel there. Might be able to push them all the way back to the power. Here comes Enrique. He's not happy. Leveled up to 2 and immediately leaves. 410 to 358 was this. Uh-oh. Remember what I said about double banshees being crazy? I stand by it, but it's hella fun. Just ate a grenade. That was a very clutch grenade there by Andreva. These scouts are badass. Calm as hell. Surrounded by double banshees and they get their grenade off. Didn't even flinch at a plasma there. Are they going to die now? Oh, they almost died. That's an orbital. It was not expecting an orbital to come out. Why are you doing this? It hits some banshees, I guess, and the Force Runner goes for a ride. It was not worth it. They were already like breaking off the engagement basically. Death Dreads had a good time. Level 2. Stomping around, leveling up. Whatever's inside it, I don't think you could fit a full-size Ork. I think it's like a Gretchen or a Grot or something. Having an absolute fantastic time. Burning down gens now. Can fight some giant bugs. Has a special attack, has some insane range. Look at that knockback strength as well. Electroshock grubs again, but there's no hard anti-vehicle here. For some reason, I mean, they've had time to respond. Oh, here's some fire dragons. Here we go. Death Dread should be able to get out of there. Does his weird little sprint. Stomps away enthusiastically. Well done to you. 399 to 327 now on the VPs. We've got a 2-to-1. Guys are kind of trying to set up in a very precarious position. Not sure what it was trying to do there. Get a big old flanking shot, I guess. Speaking of flanking, here comes some banshees. Oh, they don't go for the Force Commander though. Librarian is deep in there. Is that crushing claws? It is. Oh, down you go. Enrique is not messing around anymore. Everything must die. Force Commander levels as he flees. Should be a rule. You shouldn't be able to level up while you're running away. These Dire Avengers, yeah, they need to be careful. Another shot from those missiles hits flush. They're going to die. That is Guardsman and the Spotters in there, I think. A whole bunch of grenades. Oh boy. That was like 8 models, I think, taken out, including the Spotter squad wiped. Those brave scouts go down. Warboss with Power Claw trophy rack now with that constant debuff. And spiky armor, of course, damaging stuff as the Warboss gets hit. And that's an AoE hit back that he does as well. So when you surround the Warboss with Banshees, say, start attacking him, you take a hell of a lot of damage from the spiky armor. I think it's 8 damage. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have like 6 Banshees attacking you, and then each of those attacks does 8 damage back to every model, that stacks up super quick. Might kill the Farseer here. Almost got her. For those that don't know, retreating units take 30% more damage from melee attacks, which is why that hit almost killed that Farseer there from the Power Claw. 360 to 305. Enrique is getting a cap. Is that going to be a triple? That's a triple cap there for red. Baneblade on the way for Dragonis. Blue team got pushed back and hit very, very hard. A very disjointed defense it's been. Double shooters with their big shooters and no bleeders are doing some decent DACA though. That's a Venom Brood now. Anti-vehicle squad that give this specialized range synapse. So the triple termagants are having a good time now. What on earth happened to the Hormagaunts? I don't think I remember seeing them at all. That's the Psychic Scream. 15 seconds of 30% less damage, which could be like the entirety of an engagement a lot of the time. Warboss versus Hive Tyrant. Oh, takes him down. Takes down Enrique there with that power claw. Farseer has a singing spear now. I think this is being buffed slightly. The singing spear. It's maybe a little bit underwhelming. I mean, she can fleet around quickly. She can use guide on herself. Sure, she can do these things, but by itself, which is not the way you judge war gear, of course. It's a little bit underwhelming maybe for its price. It's like 40 power, I think. 76 heavy melee. It's not the worst thing. But I think a little buff wouldn't be completely mental. There she goes. Can certainly poke some guardsmen to death. Didn't quite get killed there. Special attack misses. There's a Bane Blade. Las Cannons, Twinning Tubby Bolters, Mega Battle Cannon, and a Demolisher. Gets a revive on Enrique, who slides around. So pleased to be alive. Goes straight after the Bane Blade there with the Crushing Claw. Oh, we have double Singing Spears. We do. Look at that. I just think getting a Shuriken it is. Maybe we'll see guide on it when it does. Banshees are on this Bane Blade. They'll get a bit too close to the base turrets and stuff. Bright Lance now gets a couple of shots on before it dies. Now the Wraith Lord's Bright Lance does some work. Maybe. Where are the Fire Dragons? Did they kill the Death Dread? I bet they did and I missed it. They're kind of hanging out near the power now. Tactical Marines on capping duty with their sergeant. We have some Genestealers now for oLev. And they're going to fight a Nob Squad. Now I often say Genestealers are one of the only units in the game that can threaten a Nob Squad. It's mostly true when they have their melee synapse because they get massive amounts of melee skill and can knock them over constantly, but even without it, a little bit of support, Genestealers can do some work against a Nob Squad for sure. Wraith Lord gets a sneaky hit in there. Warboss, maybe you've gone too far, my friend. Gets a stomp. Genestealers getting their health on hit. There is currently a visual bug where you'll see those healing hexagons spring up when they're not even attacking anything. It's just a visual thing. They're not actually getting... It's just because of their natural health regen that everything has, I think. They're not actually getting health on hit. 1% health back kind of thing. That was an explosion in the Banshees' faces. Baneblade hard counters Banshees, everyone. You saw it here first. Here comes the Commissar. Got the Fist of Rockets, is it? Yes, it is. Ben and Brood doing their best to put some pressure on, and Electroshock Grubs did go in, but you can still fire when you're electroshocked. Here comes Enrique all alone, charging through, and there's a Psychic Scream. Does it affect vehicles? I can't see a debuff circle. It says units, so I assume so. 196 to 271 on the VPs, a 1-to-1 cap. Wraith Guard on the way now for Venjitron. That's bad news for the Baneblade, but hey, it's a Nob Squad. And they're kind of bad news for everything. So if they catch the Wraith Guard. Wraith Lord now. Is it going to go in? Does it dare go in and attack the Nob Squad? Nope. Double Banshees are left to it with some Farseer support. Doing a decent job here, it's got to be said. Their Spirit Stone's heal really helped them out, of course. And Wraith Lord does go in. Well timed and well managed engagement there, I think, by Legion. Did the best they could. But does the Wraith Lord get away? Maybe not. That's use your choppers on the Nob Squad. Trying to repair Ardadar Avengers. They might need to chuck a grenade to disrupt. And they can't. Grenade was a bit too late there. Baneblade was also helping out maybe. It might have got a couple of shots in there. 196 to 245, 2-to-1 cap for blue. And Andreva's Force Commander's got some Terminator armor on. Had the Lightning Claws, now has Assault Cannon. kind of stuff that the AI does. You haven't been replaced, have you, Andreva? 196 to 239. Now Lightning Claw's coming back. Maybe he really wants to fight those Gene Stealers, who are hiding right now and not fighting these fellas. There we go. And these Tactical Marines are in trouble. Yeah, if this was AI, I think they would have retreated already. This is just Andreva not paying a super high amount of attention to these fellas. But hey, and they shall know no fear. Gene Stealers getting knocked around, almost taken out there by the Tactical Marines. I think the Baneblade was getting a few shots in. Enrique escapes. Level 3 now. New team can maybe cap the mid. I don't see any movement on the natural VPs. Here's the Wraith Guard then. Have their Wraith Cannons, AoE damage from relatively short range, good damage to all targets. And the Farseer can buff their range, of course, with Guide. Of course, when the Terminator fella goes down. I guess the teleport already been used. There's the Wraith Guard doing their thing. They also suppress infantry pretty effectively do. Manticore Strike from Dragonis hit decently well. And there's that Psychic Storm. As if guardsmen needed any help dying. But hey, they lived. Did the Banshees live though? One of them gets away. Baneblade hasn't been super threatened yet. That's an Eldritch Storm though, I think. It is. Baneblade hits the reverse and gets away. 196 to 239. Might be better just throwing Doom from the Doombringer on a Baneblade rather than trying to smack it yourself with Singing Spear. Eldritch Storm of the other Eldar player helps take down the Baneblade. They got it. They did get it. That's a tough, really tough spot to be in for Dragonis. Cut off one side by the Eldritch and you go into another one. With Wraith Guard and stuff shooting at you. 1-to-1 cap here. Farseer, well, both the Farseers fell going after that Baneblade. Warboss has found some Venom Brood. That's a strange sound effect for attacking a Venom Brood model. It's made out of metal. Boom! Almost finished them off. That's so close. One more dirty look from the Warboss and they would have died. What do you get now, Dragonis? You get some Stormtroopers. Apparently you got a weird burn away for Chunky. And Andreva continues their recovery with Devastators. The Force Commander Terminator though is still down. And was again switching to an Assault Cannon. A very strange behaviour from Andreva. Hopefully they haven't dropped and been replaced by AI. Lord Commissar's level 6. These fellas have Vengeance rounds. They're trying to set up there. Nope. They're just backing away. Nope, they're setting up. I don't know what those devs are doing. Manticore is gonna survive. Barely, but survives. Ork was going after it there. There's a Spirit Stones here. 160 to 239. Nob Squad tearing apart some Wraith Guard there. And there's Vengeance rounds from the devs. Level 4 Tactical Marines getting a cap. These guys with Plasma Guns and Sergeant, and these fellas too. Oh! Dragonis, look, in chat says yes it is a dropper. Why do people send me replays where people drop? Why? Well, we're deep in now, fellas. Ladies and gents watching, so we're going to continue casting. Apologies for the dropper game, but here we are. Doing a good job capping the Space Marine AI. It's one thing that the AI is good for. They will cap the hell out of things. What is this? That's a Carnifex. Warp Vomit there, facilitating a Nob Squad push. 160 to 175. Can they get away? Can the Weird Boy get away? Double Banshees having some fun now. Are they going to take out the Nob Squad? They do take out the Nob Squad. Bunch of plasma guns and hotshot las guns here. Tactical Marine trying to cap, and they did get the cap. Look at that. Now what are they doing? Using and they should know fear and standing there shooting, and they flee. Come on, AI, purchase something. Might be waiting for a tank. The AI like to get tanks, I think. Dragonis gets a tank. The Lumen Russ. Uh-oh. Being chased by Venom Brood and Fire Dragons and a Carnifex. There's a rocket run. Can they get a good second run here and finish off those Fire Dragons? Not quite. And the Lumen Russ does go down. Might be falling apart now for the blue team, a man down here. Banshee's getting into base. Trying to finish off this Manticore. And there's an Eldritch on base now. And down it goes. Double cap for red. I don't know what happened to the Terminus. I remember they got hit. By what? That wasn't a plasma dev. I don't know. They were all falling over. It wasn't a nuke, was it? Did the AI nuke them? They might have. They got some scouts up with a grenade. Not moving them though. 113 to 155. Triple cap here for red. They should be able to just coast to victory, I think. What a game, says ChunkyCoates. I mean, they're still enjoying themselves, Dragonis and Chunky. It's crazy, you guys. It's crazy. Level 7 Lord Commissar. Another Nob squad being dealt with. Grenades and stuff. There's a Carnifex as well as a Thornback. Warp Vomit doesn't work on Carnifexes. Didn't hit Enrique either. He gets in and tears up some shooter boys. That was a good special. Is that an... Yep, that's a Psychic Storm. Don't think they needed any more encouragement to leave. Terminator Force Commander. Don't die twice in one match. You'll never live it down. There we go, he's off. He's safe. Tactical Marines on their everlasting search for things to cap. What are these fellas up to? Now you're using and they shall know no fear. I don't think there's much to be fearful of right now, guys. Maybe the Carnifex looked at them. 58 to 155. And the Tactical Marines are going to get a decap. Red team really making a meal of this. oLev's Hive Tyrant now level 6. We've got some Seer Council on the way for Legion. And an Avatar is out. Is that it? I mean, that's the Carnifex. Where's the Avatar? Oh, it's here. Just popped out. They got it, you guys. They got a 2-to-1 cap now, the blue team. If they win this, which they're not going to, surely, it would be pretty amazing. Farseer gets stuck into these tacks. Good special. Can you kill things with your Singing Spear? Let's see a kill. Those are level 4 Tactical Marines though. Avatar comes in. They really do just stick around, don't they? There's a retreat. Reasonably well judged by the AI. Held up the cap for a few seconds there. Scouts have died though. Another Carnifex on the way for oLev. Another Manticore up for Dragonis. I'm sure that's the best choice right now. Might help you get caps though, I guess. 40 to 151. It's a no cap game somehow. Red team are going to get both the naturals though. Termagants over there. They might get a triple and see this out. Team still is flee. Carnifex number 2 hits the field. Is the other one dead? Did they take the other one out? They might have. I think it's over here. There it is. He's level 4. 2196 hit points on a charging Carnifex. Almost level 8, the Commissar. What about the Warboss? He is level 8. 2194 hit points. There's the game. Let's have a look at these heroes. You had the absent Terminator Force Commander. Level 7 and level 8 over there. The Hive Tyrant Enrique got level 6. Decent job with those crushing claws. You saw double Singing Spears for the Farseers. Level 9 for Legion. The strong game with double Banshees for a while. Well, there you have it. Thank you for watching, guys. Sorry about the drop, but I thought I'd finish casting the game. And I'll see you next time.